Hello everyone, welcome to this a new game with Momentum Gaming versus
Desperado eSports.
right there. Hello everyone,
Desperado.
welcome to this
Oh shit.
a new game
The guy talking right
with Momentum Gaming
I forgot to.
versus
What the hell?
yeah, I forgot to mute the stream on my side. Lol.
Yeah, me too. You
Okay.
got me with a good thing.
Okay, so let's get down to the business. We will be choosing the sites. So I picked just flip a coin. I will just share my screen with you guys so you can actually see it. And since we are the home team, kinda, then we will let our challengers to choose what do you want. Do you want heads or tails?
I'm calling heads.
Alright, so let's see. Tails it is!
Feels bad.
So the MG team will be choosing the side. So what side do you want, guys?
It's your team, right?
Yeah, my team. Momentum
Derulo,
Gaming.
what side do you want?
I think.
However,
We'll stick with what we got right now. How we're set up.
Alright.
I'm gonna pop back into mine.
All right, thank you, man.
Sitting here talking with a muted mic. That's what I was just doing.
Yeah, perfect. Congratulations.
Alright, dudes, good luck. Have
All right,
fun.
yeah,
See you on
good
the road.
luck, man.
I'm here when our captain's not here.
Okay, we still live,
Yep,
so
thank you.
I will drop into the my stream room, and good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Brad? We are live already. Let me get you into the room.
All right, I like it. Do we have a roster of who we're playing against right now?
No, unfortunately. Let me see if I can. I cannot invite you to the game. Damn. And let me boom. Okay. So hello everyone, welcome. The teams are right now on in a lobby, and we will be processing right into the champion select right now. Today, I have a new co-worker with me here, co-commentator. It's yours, AMG Vraf.
Come on, I won't hurt you.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Promise.
So,
And let's go. Okay, so we see a first ban, and that is Olaf.
Olaf's a
Okay.
pretty solid ban
Never
in my
look back.
opinion, because when he ulties, he can just chase down the ADC. So that's a solid ban in my opinion.
Yeah, we've seen Jace being banned on side of the Des. That's a sad, since Jace is Jason Derulo's main champion, but that was to be expected, since the team for sure did their homework and they realized that having 80% win rate on the
If I
champion
want your
is kind of
opinion,
important.
I'll beat it out of you.
And that is a Y being banned. That's some diving champions that they don't want to play against.
Yeah, I mean, I know the feeling. It's always bad to get tower dive, so sometimes you gotta try to take that option away from the enemy team. It's a solid strategy for a starting ban.
Yes, I mean, it's those both are strong picks, but in this current meta, I would say it's like the Vi is more important than the Olaf, especially since Olaf would
definitely.
have to go ultimate and ghost, and if he doesn't have either of those, then he cannot basically engage, and you have to wait for him to get to one of those things. Otherwise, you can just CC him to that before he gets anywhere a target that he can actually burn through. But we've seen in the meantime a Morgana and Annie being banned, so I guess I'm not sure if those are support or mid lane bans, to be honest.
That Hecarim is a solid ban because the enemy team jungler, Chaser TW123, actually has a pretty high win rate with Hecarim, and he's been maining Hecarim a lot this season. So you can tell the Momentum Gaming really did their homework here, trying to take the options away from the enemy jungler, because
Yeah.
they are banning junglers on the enemy team as well.
I'm really glad that they did their homework, especially since the roster for this fight did not make it to me. So I did not know that what they will be playing against. But guys, there will be a second match tomorrow. It will be a rematch against Damage Incorporated. So if you guys want see Momentum Gaming kicking some ass and taking names, then come tomorrow. The precise time is in the announcement section, it's in an events. It's in an events. It will be tomorrow, 7 p.m. EST. So it will be Fabula 5 versus Damage Incorporated. So guys, check that out tomorrow. I'm sure it will be a good fight.
And it looks like Oscar and Shane locked in that Thresh pick. You really got to watch out for that Thresh, because if you actually look her up, Asuka and Chain has a 62% win rate out of 34 games played with Thresh, so I can expect some pretty professional hooks coming out this game.
Yeah, I totally agree. Especially since I am myself a Thresh main, I've been playing Thresh like my past 30 games in Ranked now, and I'm so glad that Thresh is back in the meta again. I missed him so much when basically Braum and Alistar were most of your picks. Is that Kalista? Are we going to see Kalista actually?
Kalista, oh my. Nope, it's
Wait.
the Vayne.
But look at that. That would be AP Aatrox, and that stuff is sick. I mean, I did not believe myself. It's like if you would ask me like 2 weeks ago, about Aatrox, AP Aatrox on the mid lane, I would be like, dude, that guy is trolling. But it actually works. Like that's a horrible part. It actually works.
It doesn't surprise me how effective that is because his E is really good. While it does scale off both AD and AP, it scales off AP slightly more. I believe it's 75 to 25% on Aatrox's E. Oh, is he going? Oh, he isn't going Aatrox? What's it gonna be?
Is it going to be this? Oh, Urgot, really
Urgot.
nice, really nice. Urgot is a really good pick right now as well. So we will see if that will make it through. I mean, so far okay, that's a safe pick right there. We'll see what will be the counter pick on the Momentum Gaming's part. And
Damage Incorporated, though, that bot lane is going to be devastating because Thresh can hook them and then Vayne just condemns them against a wall. It's going to be a CC nightmare.
Well, this is Desperado eSports that we are playing against right now. And we see Cassiopeia and Vladimir mouse over. I would actually want to know what's the discussion behind it, because we have a Rek'Sai. That's a really tanky jungler, right? Something that we don't really see right now, except from a Vi maybe, but Vi still have huge damage output on her as well, versus Rek'Sai you can either build him a glass cannon or you build him a tank. There's like not really something between that works really good. So I assume that the Rek'Sai and Poppy will be their primary go-to tanks and frontline in this moment.
Yeah, I was slightly worried when they highlighted Vladimir because that's a very safe pick against an Ahri because anytime she throws out her charm, you can just pull out of it.
That's true. And so the final composition we have on the side of the Momentum Gaming, we have a Thresh, Rek'Sai, Vayne, Cassiopeia, and Poppy. Versus on the side of the Desperate, I'm sorry for the guys from the other community that are actually watching this. I'm not sure on the name still. Desperados. All right, I will just call it Desperados, and if that's wrong, you can correct me inside of the Twitch chat. So the Desperado has a Braum, Zok, Ahri, Ezreal, and Darius. Which, to be honest, I am not sure which way I'm inclining at this moment in this matchup.
When it comes to team composition, I gotta give it to Desperado because they've got quite a bit more CC in these team fights.
That's correct, and on the top of that, a Zac really huge impact, especially around the mid lane. You need to completely change the way you're thinking while playing against a Zac. Warding on a total different place. And you need to keep a vision spread in a different way. But on the other side, they have a Thresh. And if Asuka is worth anything, then if there is a main engage, like they're actually expecting a team fight, then Asuka should be able to hook Gruto before he lands and manages to activate his ultimate. So,
yes, and he can also flay him out of his jumps as well.
Which is a huge deal. But on the other side, you have a Braum, and I don't know how good synchronized they are, but you can still jump with Braum on Zac as like the moment he's about to land. So especially with the shields up, that's pretty sick. That's a BS, and just Darius steamrolling right after that. This will be really interesting to see in the team fights, to be honest.
What's going to be a devastating team fight for Momentum is if they get into a team fight in a jungle or enclosed area, it's going to be really bad because both of Poppy and Vayne's CC, they vastly depend on being able to knock someone into a wall to stun them.
Yeah, but
So if they can stay in an open area, they should be fine in most team fights.
yeah, and same. It's like I don't think they, especially with Ahri, that's like you cannot basically miss a charm if you are in the jungle. Zalk just jumping around, Braum laying his ultimate with Darius just smashing everything that is in his range, or worse, actually trying to grab it to him. That would be bad. Even though the Poppy could slam them against the wall, I would more see that a Poppy scenario of Poppy actually waiting in the base with the Guardians up for that moment for the TP and just go for the backline like either Ahri or Ezreal there, and the main front line being reliant on Asuka's trash and Charsel's Rek'Sai. But right now the 3 minutes delay on the game just finally expired, so let's dive onto the loading screen for game number 1, Momentum Gaming versus Desperado eSports Black. So while we are waiting for the loading screen to appear, and here it goes. We actually have 26 people watching us. Hey Twitch, we love you, and I hope you will enjoy the games, no matter from which community you came right now. And we are just a couple more seconds away from the start of the game number 1. Everyone is at least on our side at 100% loaded in, so we shall see how that goes.
Now, Poppy top, that's going to be a pretty solid pick against Darius, because she can really hope to outlast them using her buckler, and she can also hope to just stun them against a wall in case they ever get into a tough engage and escape pretty easily.
Hitting me is like boxing with
Yeah, that's oh, and we have a pause right after the start. Oh, there's actually disconnected. Like so
the Darius is having some connection issues at the moment. Hopefully, this gets resolved rather quickly.
Yes, and I just noticed that I am a total noob, and I forgot to turn off the in-game overlay. So let's get rid of that. And here it goes. Well, let's see. Okay, so we are resuming the game number 1. What do you think? Are they going to go for something crazy, or because they're sticking together so far?
Yeah, it looks like they're definitely going for that early invade. Desperado playing it bold right off the bat.
Yeah, but the Ejivo managed to put a ward inside of the river bush, so they will all get spotted.
It looks like they're actually... Are they actually going to go after... No, they're not going to be able to get anyone with this invade.
That would...
Unless...
I hope they're not trying to dive Darius under the tower. I mean, that would be bad. No, it actually looks like they will go for the red, and...
Yeah, they're going to steal that red early on. I think they thought that Zach would be starting red side.
What?
Because...
That's a shame. They could have actually if they didn't give a Vayne and Thresh, if they didn't give away that they're actually moving, they could sneak from behind on Ahri when she goes deeper inside into the lane. But looks like nothing will come out of it. We will just see a stolen red buff.
They will be stealing that red buff, though. It was safe to assume that Zac would be starting at red side, considering he doesn't use mana as a champion. But blue star is actually good for Zac, because you get the 2 for the leash, and he also gives a better cooldown. Unfortunately, Zac is pretty reliant on getting that red buff to gank at level 3, so we may not see an early gank. Oh, Poppy having some trouble against this Darius here.
Yeah, it's
a decent trade, though, and Poppy's cutting him off, so it looks like it's going to be a double kill. Unfortunately, Darius did get the first blood, so he's going to have that 100 extra gold on her.
True, plus he actually died before Chaser managed to get in range, so there's no assist for him, even though that he will get the local gold for the global gold for the death. That is true, but he will not get the extra amount for the...
And you see Ahri in the mid lane trying to bully Cassiopeia, trying to push this wave into her tower, but Cassie's just fighting back, trying to make it so it's not worth to die for the tower.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, like, I really like the Cyanids Cassiopeia versus Jivo's Ahri.
It looks like Zac knew they were going to take his red, so he just went straight for the enemy red buff. That was a smart call on him. And now he might be able to come in to take out the Cassiopeia here. The Cassiopeia is half health and really low on mana.
We have a gank on top lane in the meantime. The Poppy is there.
This is going to be a double for Darius.
And he actually flashed back. Oh my god, that's ballsy, but he had to move away. And in the meantime, Gruto is wasting a lot of time, and we'll see Flex and Cassiopeia had to burn a flash to get away from it. That was really not worth, to be honest, because that
Darius going way behind the turret. Very aggressive playstyle from this Darius so far.
Yeah, but he was relatively safe since Chaser have been below 200 hit points, and Gio is taking a lot of damage. Will that poison? It will be enough. That is really a good, and the hook.
She lands the hook. Can she get the condemn against the wall? I believe, yeah, it was on a cooldown. That was unfortunate for the Vayne. That could have been a kill there.
Plus, it was against a Brom's Trash anyway, so... Brom's Trash. Setups Trash. Crap! I don't know how to speak today. Setups Brom. And so I don't think there was that much they could do, but we definitely have those... I wish we could keep up with the number of hooks landed on Asuka to see. But we have on the top lane, we have now a counter engage. Zac just flying in.
Oh, here we go.
Jace had to be for...
Oh, he missed the pull, but can they still get it? They might...
No,
you never
they
want to
decided-
dive a Poppy. It's never a good idea.
That's true. Just
smart if
slam
they
against
back
the wall and Q under you, and that's not good. But it looks like
a hook in that. Ooh,
there's a
here we go.
nice
Rek'Sai going bot.
that will not end up in a kill, but that was a really nice counter engage on Chaser's part. Especially he saw a Gruto Zac being on the top lanes, and we have a Gruto coming to the top lane again. He was seen.
Oh, he's going after it again. Oh, he got the pull this time. That's definitely gonna be a kill.
Yeah,
is it? Can she turn this on them is the question. Darius is just gonna chase her all the way down.
Nope, he actually gave up. He is running away, and that is a good since Chaser's Rek'Sai is coming there, but Darius is
did
now
burn his passive on that one. The turret hit Zach a few too many times, so his passive is currently down, but it looks like they're going to try to stay there and get first turret. Yeah, Poppy's TP is still down. I don't know if they can take that. Rek'Sai's going up to try to defend top tower.
We will see. So far, it looks like they should be able to defend, or nope.
Ooh,
That
I
will
don't
be
think so.
that will be dead tower and dead Rek'Sai. But Darius got caught, but the
Oh, that was very unfortunate for them. That's going to be a double for Darius. Oh, Groot snags the kill. Kill secured.
Yep, kill secured. I mean, at this point, I actually think it's good that Gruto gets the kill, because you already have a 3-1-1 Darius versus 1-0-1 Zac. So I think it was good that the kill actually went for the Zac, and by good I mean good for the Desperados. And this game is getting. I wouldn't say it's like it's decided or anything, especially since the Momentum Gaming has that Vayne, and that mid game and late game scaling on the Vayne is really sick, especially against tanks like Darius. But look at that. There's okay. They actually decided not to engage on each other inside of the jungle.
For a moment there, I thought Darius was going to try to go in to steal the blue. It looks like he might still be going for it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like Chaser doesn't have much of an option just to.
Oh, they might catch the Darius here. It really depends. Oh yeah, they've got him.
And in the meantime, there's engage on the bot lane as well. It was Chaser's Rek'Sai finished the Darius for the kill, and in the meantime, there was some ultimates being blown on the. Oh, excuse me, no ultimates blown. That was Zac is still level 5. That's why I saw the grey outfield that looks similar to the cooldown. But we have 4-man collapse now. We have Ahri, we have.
Oh my, yes, this is definitely.
And Cassiopeia is. Oh, that will be a 5-man.
They're taking bot tower. They want that tower so bad.
And Rek'Sai is ulting to his nearest tunnel, but that is at red, and that will take quite a bit of time.
Defend the turret, going after the.
The ultimate from Cassiopeia was actually blocked by Braum, so the only person that was affected was a Darius, even though that the animation actually showed him that he was facing away, so that was kind of weird. But that was definitely not something that Cyanide was aiming for, I'm sure, because he could have that a 4-man ultimate under own tower. That would be definitely great for that. And so far, it looks like Desperado is just doing whatever they want.
It looks like they're trying to secure the Moundrake here. They are pretty low though, and if Poppy can ulti them and take that down to get some of them out of that fight, they might be able to steal the dragon.
But
yep, she's going in for the ult. Oh, she only got Braum away. But they might be able to steal the dragon regardless. Desperados.
The drag will actually reset about now. Yeah, he just started resetting. But look at that trap. I mean, it's like, why would you chase? I mean, that was a nice kill, but still that was a hella risky. And we have a Zac jumping in. There was a hook trying to land on him from Asuka, but it did not connect.
Ari tries to ulti away, but the Cassiopeia is on a rampage right now.
Oh, and being shut down by the Ezreals. Yeah, the barrage from the Ezreal. Will the Grot? Nope. He will just.
Ruto I thought he was going to go for the Eon Vein. It was possible he could have bursted her down.
I was actually, there was still the blasted cone was there, so I would more see is like him blasting in and then use the E potentially for escape. But he decided he was too low, there was the 2 people, and you don't really want 2v1 against the Vayne and Trash, especially with the CC and the cooldown reduction the Asuka have right now. So right now we are 12 minutes in and we see 2000 gold lead in advantage for Desperados, and Cassiopeia actually Cyanide was going ham and was forced Jivo to burn his flesh right there. Unfortunately, he used his ultimate at the same time when Jivo flashed away, but since Jivo was already facing away from him, it would not land that desired stun. And in the meantime, Jace trying to fight off.
Wow, that was very well played from the
And
Poppy.
you see all those missing question marks coming there from the red side. It was like, what the hell did you just do there? And the engage on O note, but the Dark Passage was available, so he had nothing to worry about.
Yeah, Thresher's Lantern really comes in handy.
And that was... Ooh.
Thresh throws out his ulti as an escape. Can he get away though? And he has to burn the flash. Meanwhile, Zac taking out Cassiopeia mid. Another kill for the Ahri.
And more importantly, that was a shutdown gold right there coming to Ahri. So that will definitely put her a bit back into the game. But in the meantime, the Desperados just trying to burst that bottom tower, and they will be forced to disengage. They heard the Rek'Sai's ultimate. They don't know where he actually ulted, so it's the safest course of action is to disengage.
That was a good scare tactic by Rek'Sai.
Yes, and a good part about that is that you can actually do it, and you don't actually need to go directly to the boss line. You just need to go somewhere. So you can still go. He chose to actually support the bot lane directly, but he doesn't actually see that there is a red ward in the bush. He was buried, so that was outside of his vision. But and he will not see it either, even though he was passing near. But that's
Looks like Ahri and Zac are both on their way bot. Zac's gonna have to stop the Cassiopeia from going bot. Oh, but they might catch Cassiopeia out here.
Yep, Cyanide. He actually managed to land ult, and I don't know why he was. I think it was better to try to escape at least versus the sure death of staying there with no chance of killing anything. But
yeah, and I feel like it wasn't truly worth it to burn that ultimate there with a 100-second cooldown. That's gonna be kind of punishing for a bit later.
And here
Zac
it goes.
coming down bot.
His ultimate was interrupted though, but that doesn't matter. The Ezreal's barrage just slained Asuka's trash, and that will be 1-4-0 and a tower on top of that, with the solo gold going for Ezreal. And the Desperados got back to that mountain dragon that they started and were not able to finish, so that will go pretty much uncontested. There is nothing Acid could have done there, even though that he tried for the vision cone.
Because Acid had to think that even if he went there to try to steal it, Zac could have eat onto him, and then with Ezreal's attacks, he could have easily died there. So it was good he didn't try to take that. Unfortunately, though, it looks like Desperados is a 4K gold lead. That's pretty... 5K now! Ooh, it's... We're going to have to try to make a comeback here.
Yeah, and on that top lane, it's really unfortunate. The kill-wise, the top lane kind of balanced out, since it's 2 kills, 2 assists on Poppy versus 3 kills and 1 assist. So gold-wise, it's really close on there. Unfortunately, the Saltharas is leading on the CS, and as we can see, as well on the almost 1,000 gold lead there on the Darius against the Poppy. So Poppy cannot really do anything about that right now.
Oh, Darius trying to cut off Poppy here.
He TP'd right behind her, and there's only one thing,
Poppy
and that is
gonna
to
run
run away. Flash burned, grabbed, managed. Silent Acid
coming
actually,
in for the save.
and that will be burn damage kill, and there's no way Cyanide. He can actually turn it around. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh
then,
my, well played by Cyanic Acid.
yeah, because Saltharas did not get that reset, but it was kind of moot because Jivo just came into the top lane, cleared everything, and grabbed himself some extra minions. In the meantime, the AD carries with their support shifted for the mid lane, trying to protect at this moment the most important objective, and that is the first tower on the mid lane. Whoever gets that first tower on the mid lane will have a huge opportunity to take over the map, since that first tower on the mid lane opens up so much space for maneuvering, and so far it looks like that the first
Zac
tower,
might be going for Baron here. He's requesting assistance.
it's
Yeah, they're rotating the Baron.
no, I think they will just try to, yep, they're trying to burn down the Rift Herald.
Oh, yeah, Baron's not up for another 45 seconds.
We will actually see if they manage to do that, since they have yeah, they should be able to do it. They have 20 seconds left, and that's a Rift Herald for Darius, and yep, that's both gold and buff going to Saltharas's Darius. Charm from Jivu landed, but was not followed in by any team members or the composition.
Yeah, they were a little far away to be able to follow up on her, but it looks like they will get mid turret out of this, and there's not much they can do to stop them. Oh, they didn't take the turret down. The turret's still hitting them.
Yeah, and that was a Jivo went a balls deep there, and it cost him the life, and that is amazing turn around.
Whoa.
That's exactly what we're talking about from that Vayne scaling. I mean, the Jace actually got the kill, but that was only because he was, at that moment, he throwed his ENQ on him to, and his Q is doing the percent damage. Percent health damage.
But I don't think they're gonna have the minions to take this tower. And they're all a bit too low, so if they overstay, Ezreal might clean them up.
Yeah, his barrage has 30 seconds.
The and lands it
and the fly, but was followed by the dash from the real Aslar. He managed to get away. That's a thing. It's like, me personally, I don't like to throw a hook or that sentence, as the spell is actually called, on the Ezreal when he still have his dash available, since especially in the higher elos, people actually think about it. It's like he has that hook still available. He has it. He can hook me, so I need to keep that E in case he actually goes for the hook, and so I can dash away. So you can actually close the distance and do some damage without actually using the death sentence, and that's not something.
Desperados here, trying to set up for their second dragon attempt, but it looks like Momentum Gaming does get the Scuttle Crab, so they will have a little more movement if they do decide to go in on them here.
Yeah, it is Infernal Dragon. It's the first Infernal Dragon of this game, so everyone wants that 8%. And in the meantime, we have a Vayne against Ahri, and oh, that was a nice flash, but did not matter. Ahri just too fat right now versus the Notes Vayne. And Poppy's ultimate kick only one. He managed to slam Darius against the wall. That was a nice ultimate for man, but they are getting burnt. They don't have that main damage in form of the Vayne, and it was visible.
Looks like Desperados is going to get their second dragon. So they have one Earth and one Infernal, which is going to just increase their lead.
Especially, they now can rotate for that mid lane tower. With the Mountain Drake and top tower, they might actually get 2 towers on top of that from this, since with the Mountain Drake, they have that extra damage against the turrets and epic monsters. So we will see. That was a mid lane tower for sure. We'll see if they're going to rotate to that top, since the top lane tower is just living only by precision. And that was a hook and fly coming in. Vayne is in the front line, is taking majority of the damage, but Desperado is just retreating, and there's not much anyone else would do, since Note engaged and went a balls deep, while the Chaser and Asuka just disengaged. They moved out from the fight and let a Note to be the front line. I mean, at that moment, if Gruto and Jivo turn around, that could have been a good win team fight for them, since Note was already just half hit points without any support.
And Darius is over here trying to secure the blue buff for Ahri. We don't know if Cassie's going to be able to attempt... Oh, she did not have good vision on that. She did miscalculated the pole. Very unfortunate for Momentum Gaming.
Indeed, and at this moment, I think it was the worst thing out of the entire... Not only that she actually was trying to face check the bush, but she also burned the flash, even though that there was... Even if the Ahri was not there, she had a 0 chance of actually getting away from that. So not only they got a kill, they got a ghost and flash out of that as well.
Farming his jungle while...
Ooh, that is really unfortunate. That was Asuka. I assume he was trying to put some vision down, and that is Desperados going for a Baron. And
Poppy does have her ulti here. If she gets a good 4-man ulti, she might be able to take this from them.
They are too spread out for that to happen.
Yeah, that's a Baron for Desperados. Darius going to push top lane, hoping to take that tower right before the inhib.
And now we are 26 minutes into the game. And give me a moment. Sorry. And that is 11,000 gold lead, 26 minutes in, which is, that's something that is pretty hard to come back from. I mean, they still have the towers around their base, so it's not impossible for the momentum to come back from this, but doesn't look good so far. And that is a tower on the top lane. Thankfully, that was a flash.
Oh,
That
wow.
was a nice, followed by Ezreal's
Good
barrage
pick on
though.
the Ahri, but unfortunately the gold lead is so large they may actually lose someone here. I guess not. Oh my.
And that's the hooks, and that's the Vayne just showing there.
That is the plays we need to see for this comeback.
Really, really nice, and that is the power of the Vayne. And since the Asuka actually managed to get himself on the opposite side of the wall to stay safe and landed all the CC he had to, it still gives them, not only they came only 1,000.
Darius may be caught out here, but with fighting tanks, they may not have the damage to take him out here.
They definitely not have the damage to take on him. He has a Baron buff on top of the buff from the Rift Herald, and he is there alone with.
Which means he takes 5% reduced damage from all minions and enemies.
Plus that extra damage on 100 stacks. So, not speaking even about that, it's at this point in the game, it's really easy for him to get all the stacks of the bleed on champion and then just smash the ultimate. It does ridiculous damage at this moment to the.
They're setting up for the second Infernal Drake coming in 5 seconds. No, that's a Cloud Drake. Trying to secure the first Cloud Drake of the game. It looks like they will have it uncontested as they have to push those waves for Momentum Gaming.
Yeah, that would be contesting that dragon would be a suicide first, and that even though it's like they don't really want to for them to have the Cloud Drake since it will allow them to rotate around the map faster, but it's not that worth to actually be fighting over it, especially when they are this behind. They're still sitting at 10,000 gold. So at this moment, the only thing that Momentum Gaming can do, what is reasonable to do, is wait out the Baron buff, try to engage on the Elder Dragon that will be spawning next. But since they did not manage to secure any Elemental Dragons for them, it will not have a huge impact. The only thing at this point is just denying that buff to Desperados. They cannot let them have that true damage, since it's a 45 plus 45 per stack of Elemental Drake, which would be retarded at this point.
Looks like they are trying to spread out the enemy team to truly capitalize on the lead they have. They're making it so 3 have to go mid just to stop the 2 while they spread out on top and bot.
Yeah, just it would be actually, if they would get the Elder Drake, it would be 180 damage on each auto attack just coming from true damage on top of their regular damage.
The
And
Darius will escape with very low health. And it looks like they're going to take bottom inhib out of this for sure. Still holding the allied teams up top. Oh my.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I noticed it's like the Momentum Gaming is not really playing around good enough around the node positioning. Since there was Asuka and Jace on that top lane. We have the Momentum's base just coming apart, but Asuka and Jace were around node, but Note was still first in line. There was no peel coming from them, and that will be a game number 1 going to Desperado eSports. What a game. Welcome. So
Yeah, once they had that 10,000 lead, it was pretty solid. So the only thing they could really hope to achieve for Momentum Gaming is playing smart and turtling. However, Desperado split their team up very well to try to outposition them, and that was what created the downfall of that game.
indeed.
A very good win for Desperado.
While we are talking about this, let me bring up the statistics for the game that we just that was just finished, and let's see on the damage done. Excuse me, just some setting up in behind the scenes for the next game. So we see that damage dealt to the champions. I was actually thinking that the Darius will win that damage done over there, but it did not happen. Ari actually managed to over damage him by 800, but look at the damage on the side of the Desperados and damage output on the side of the Momentum Gaming, where you have only 2 people going above 10,000 damage. And that's something I was afraid of in early when I was talking about that Rek'Sai pick for the jungle, since he can go tanky, but he doesn't do anything. And that's just not something you really want to get.
Yeah, and we saw that when the Rek'Sai and the Poppy both tried to engage the Darius with the Thresh, but they just didn't have enough damage to 3v1 him.
And in the meantime, the lobby for game number 2 is being set up. And here you go, just swap yourself into the spectate position, and we will be ready to roll again in just a couple minutes. So what do you think, what bans are we going to see for the game number 2?
I'm not 100% sure on this, but I feel like they might ban Darius. After seeing that 3v1, it'd be very surprising if they did not ban the Darius.
Yeah, me personally, if that was a game that I just lost, I'm not sure I would actually ban the Darius, but I would definitely change the composition of the team, and that's especially on the top lane and in the jungle. I would want in the jungle something that does that matches the damage output of a Zac. I mean, I can see that's not really technically true, because right now looking at the damage done to the champions, Rek'Sai actually managed to outdamage Zac, but I still think that Zac had, even though they did equal amount of damage, I think because of his engage, the way he engages and the way he's able to actually do a burst damage with his ultimate, that damage, even though it was slightly less, was more impactful than the Rek'Sai, who's just really, really steady damage over time. I mean, he has only his auto attacks once he burns his Ant Burrow and just throwing his Q and E into the fight, but that's not really that much of the damage going through right there. So in the meantime, we have the teams are almost ready inside of the lobby, so the champion select will start soon. So we shall see what kind of bands will go through. I totally think that we will see the Jace ban again, and on the Desperado side, and we might see a Darius and Ahri banning bans on the side of the Momentum Gaming. Even though it's like, I don't really think it's like letting the Y through unless they would first pick it, then that would be totally viable. The first pick Y.
Yeah, the thing about a Darius top is to counter him, you either have to play a champion that can be super aggressive against him, such as Trundle, and match his all-in potential, or you have to pick someone that can try to poke him out of lane. Poppy is alright if you get a lead on him. However, Poppy, it's hard to try to out-tank Darius's damage, and we saw that last game. The amount of damage he can do once you get a solid lead on you is just insane.
Yeah, especially with Darius ultimate doing a through damage, and that through damage being scaling completely retardedly in the late game. But we are in the champion
Never
select.
look back.
Exactly as predicted.
Gates banned instantly.
Yep.
Come on, I won't hurt you.
Followed by the
I
Olaf
promise.
again. But we'll see Annie again. That's surprising ban, to be honest.
If I want your opinion,
And
I'll beat
Vi.
it out of you.
It's understandable. I mean, they don't want to give the first pick option to Gruto to snatch it away, so they rather ban it. But
Well, now I'm just mad.
so not Darius from the. I was suspecting Darius Ahri being the bans, but on the Zac actually made it through on the in the last ban. Otherwise, bans unchanged. So we will see what a Gruto decides he will go with. What I think we might see the. I was about to say we might see a Lee Sin, but doesn't look like it actually. They still have 15 seconds to decide, and that will be Trash. So they decided to take away Trash from Asuka, but that will be a Tom Caged response. I think that is a good pick right there. We will see what AD carry they actually going to roll with.
Tom Kench is a solid counter pick against Thresh because if he throws his hook and you feel like your ADC's about to get hit by it, you can just eat her and run away.
That, but why was I interested in getting the ADC pick is that his ultimate has a huge roaming potential. And if in case that the bot lane is not going really good, they could decide to get somewhere there's no vision on them and just ultimate behind a champion on another line, and that's potentially creates a really nice pick. But place. But we see a Tryndamere bouncing over with a Mundo, and Mundo being locked in, and Ellie's actually being locked in instead of the Tryndamere. So that will be pretty interesting. It's totally a different strategy going in, since Elise is especially all the way to the mid game. She cannot be that tanky. And Cannon as a response on the side of the Momentum Gaming. We'll see if it will actually go through. And a note looks like they want to take the Ezreal away from the Desperados. After all, Ezreal did a lot of damage for Desperados in that last fight, so I can totally see that. I mean, he did 18,300 damage, which is over a 2,000 damage more than a Vayne did at that point. But it is a Teemo and Lux locked in. That is... and...
What happened there?
Well, obviously someone left lobby from the... It's actually on the Momentum Gaming side. That's really weird. But if we are going to resume, we will be resuming from the point of all the bans will be exactly the same, and all the picks will have to be all the same up to the point when the game was interrupted.
It appears that Note did not actually mean to lock in that Teemo pick.
So the note is actually back inside of the... And we're back again. So the bans and the picks will be the same for the for this. So that should be a Jace, Annie, and
Never look back.
Hecarim banned on the Desperado sides with the
Come
Olaf.
on, I won't hurt you. I promise.
I wanted to.
I forgot who was the ban, to be honest, after the Olaf.
If I
Why?
want your
Right.
opinion, I'll
Followed
beat it out of
by
you.
Zac. So, same bans,
Well, now I'm just mad.
same champions. But what I'm really surprised is that Momentum Gaming is going kind of squishy so far. I mean, Tom Kench can get a good tank, but it's not until like later game.
The Alawi pick, I like it.
for those of you watching us and not knowing the MG Wrath that is actually commentating now with me is Eloy main. And we pull off some pretty sick 2v5 plays together, and so I can totally understand his enthusiasm to be so happy about seeing the Eloy pick.
Hopefully, Jace does not let me down on this one.
Well, and that is finished by Real Asler grabbing the Vayne away from the node and the node picking up a Twitch in response, but which I think is at this moment is better pick than the Vayne. I mean, they will have a Gragas and they will have a Mundo, but Twitch can at this moment, since the Vayne nerf, Twitch can face roll so hard if you manage to manage to line properly, and we'll see how the node is going to manage that.
And you have to think that with this team composition, that Alawi is going to have to build as a tank Alawi. Otherwise, they're just going to get bursted down far too easily in fights. Thankfully, the enemy team does not have much CC, so it will be pretty difficult to stop the Alawi.
Yes, though Mundo there on the top lane with Elise, that can be really annoying right there for the Jace and his Eloy. And so we're now waiting the 3 minutes for the 3-minute delay, so we can spectate the game. It's game number 2 for those of you that just joined us. Game number 2 of Momentum Gaming's Hostile or AFK versus Desperado eSports Black. And actually, let me pull up the. I have Durello up here on OPGG, and he played so far in ranked games this season. He played only 3 games as Eloy, and he lost all of them.
Oh my!
He has a 0% win rate on that Eloy. Damn.
Well, thankfully, it only shows ranked matches. Hopefully, he's practiced with it a bit more in normals.
Let's check a League of Graphs, because that actually shows.
I mean, Alawi, people say it's alright. The thing about Alawi, if you land your E and you can pull that vessel out of them, it's a very solid pick. Like, if you can land that E constantly, you're golden. But if you miss that E and then you get all-in by the enemy and you can't escape, you are definitely going to die.
Yep. And I didn't notice, they don't actually have any. Well, they have a Gragas body slam that and his ultimate that could throw out Eli out of her ultimate, right? Well, also the Vayne with the
condemn.
Yeah. Oh, and trash. I mean, like, I guess I'm blind.
the thresh hook, the thresh play.
Yeah, for some reason I assumed that was the trash, and I was looking on the site of the Momentum Gaming, but that's not true. So that is.
Now that I look at this with all this CC, Alawi might get melted.
And Renkar as well. I mean, it's like Renkar will not be able to go full burst damage. He will have to get a tank, because with Vayne and Gragas being in there, even without the trash, he's dead. He jumps in, he does some damage, and unless he one-shots Vayne, he's dead. but the game is starting right now, so let's transition into it. And let's wait for a game number 2 from the best of 3. This is a do or die game for Momentum Gaming. And to be honest, so far from our scrims against other communities, I don't like the trend in our win ratio, to be honest. So I really hope that the team AFK is going to actually improve that and not be AFK. We'll see. The Desperados starting on the blue side, with Momentum Gaming on the red side. And we have Dr. Mundo. I really actually like the cinematic that Riot made with Dr. Mundo when they were announcing the long expected compatibility of League of Legends on the macOS. And looks like this time we will see us. Ooh, that really gave it away, and we see the question marks being spawned, followed by his Master 7 response from setup there. I think that was totally not intentional. Throw that sentence in that direction, but who cares? We have a color matched Thresh and color matched Vayne on the bot lane, so we can be happy. So we see.
Unfortunately, I will have to step away for about 3 minutes. I shall be back momentarily.
No problem there. So we see a pretty much standard start. It's Elise will have that bonus of extra. I totally did not realize until now, and I am ashamed for that it is Gragas on the mid lane. What? We see some damage poke coming on the top lane. So far, everything being equal, but still Mundo's damage output is a bit higher. But the Jaivu is being punished by Cyanid's Lux. We'll see how that goes. Especially, Lux can be really strong, really strong, but if she gets off her prison ult combo, then that's pretty much one shot for the squishies on the enemy team. But the problem arises as soon as one of them gets QSS, then that's the point when Lux have been effectively counter, especially if it will be someone like Mundo. Then that was a body slam into the asset. The prison landed on Gruto, so he was not able to get in range to land a cocoon. But it did not really matter. The Cyanid, and that is a hook coming from trash, nothing will really go in, and that is what I've been talking about with the Twitch being the superior matchup in my opinion, right there. In the meantime, Jace managed to land his E on the Mundo for that extra damage. It's actually some of the Ilaris, they choose to get the mastery that gives you a 10 gold per, and that sentence landed, not being followed in, but that's a gank. The slow will land, but that will be a very live Mundo right there. But as I was saying, and we have a second gank actually maybe coming, but Cyanic Acid playing it safe at this moment. And since both Mundo and Gregas had to burn Flash, while all the summoners are still available on the side of the Momentum Gaming, we'll see how the follow-up ganks from Chaser will play out into this game. And this time actually it was followed in, and just slight poke, nothing really serious, especially since Twitch can spread his poison all the way up to the 6 stacks so fast. I mean, it's not on the later level, and that is a bait there, and Jace doesn't know, but Cocoon did not land it. Jace on Durello is trying to run away, had to burn his flash, and he will get away with his life. We see some taunting on the side of Saka. Personally, Asuka, I don't think he is in position to be taunting anyone, but we'll see if I don't think it will give them any advantage, but whatever. And in the meantime, the Chaser on his Rengar, he is roaming through the enemy jungle, and they are cut out, and there is a Rengar coming in, not being spotted, but Elise is coming in as well from the under the tower, and Vayne was actually hooked, but that was something that Healed had to be burned. But that was something Vrat was talking about in the beginning of the game. We saw Asuka just eating a note, and as soon as he did that, he get that ridiculous movement speed increase and just get them both to safely disengaged. Only summoner burned was a heal on the note, so that was definitely what. Actually, it was. Excuse me. It was. There's ultimate going on from the both
I
top
returned
laners.
just as the Alawi ulti. That was good to see.
Yep.
Bullied that Mundo right out of lane.
And if you've been sooner here, you would also saw Asuka saving Note by swallowing him and just running for the mountains as fast as he could. Unfortunately for Jace, his E did not land it that time. It's actually a Test of Spirit, it's the spell is called. Test of Spirit, that's interesting, but that was a Deathfly that will be, unfortunately, First Blood. RIP. That is really, really unfortunate, right there. And I think if the initial part of that fight, if Real Esther actually managed to queue in the rollover in a better direction, he could condemn a Twitch against the wall, as he took the Dark Passage and he was actually right on top of him. That did not happen, otherwise that would have been a double kill right there. But as I mentioned, Brad, I totally did not notice that Jaivu is playing Gragas on the mid lane. It did not in that lobby. It did not click to me. But we have 3 people from Momentum Gaming converging. That was a body slam over the wall. But Chaser has that ult.
They will take him out with that red buff burn. That was very nice.
Yep. So right now, at least something in response, and since Momentum Gaming is now managing to farm better, they are actually almost 1000 gold in lead, but Asuka got himself death sentenced again with the fly following. The Vayne is trying to catch up, but that's not going to change anything. The Jace TP'd into the Dragon Pit just to make sure the Blast Cone is available for Desperado, so they could try to get in, but oh my god!
Crazy hook!
Oh my god!
What is that? Is that Faker?
Damn, that was so
40
bad. That was so bad.
That was calculated as hell, dude.
Oh my god!
And now they're gonna take top turret. Oh my.
Yes, that is something. I was surprised that Asuka was not in position. Normally, you would wanted to have the support in a position.
I was rather surprised they actually took that dragon because Alawi had vision on the enemy outside of the dragon pit. So if she would have tossed out her E to pull the Thresh in there, he could have scared him off.
I don't think he would actually scare them off, but I think what the problem is, and if you look on this lot of the high elo plays, you will see that support actually in that case should body block that, and that will be kill on Asuka down there. I don't think that is good time to.
Ooh,
that was a body slam for the Rengar giant.
Time to gank for the Rengar.
Yep, that was really poor. I mean, if he had engaged a while Asuka was still alive and forced the fight under the tower, then maybe he could have done something. But since he went around the Shay setup, survived with a little bit over 100 hit points there. But with the new mechanics, Chaser actually got spotted by the minions. It doesn't give you exactly a position. You cannot right-click attack on him at that moment, but still you can hit a spell like a body slam that will connect no matter if you actually have the visual of the target or not. We saw a cocoon missed from Elise, but it does not matter, they cannot really engage right now. That was a tower in favor of Desperado eSports, and they are following with the Rift Herald, and there's not much. Maybe we will see some 6 steal from Cyanid. He has his ult up. Nope. The cocoon landed on Chaser though, and he might turn it around. Yes, he did shut down the Mundo, but Elise will get on him. Chaser's really low, and Asuka can swallow, but he's trying to. That was really risky right there. I would assume that Asuka will actually try to
Not the
eat.
best time to ulti on Alawi's part, but it did secure a kill.
And saved his life, that's for sure. Elise, Grutos Elise managed to get away with quarter hit point, and the looks like mid tower will be traded on top of that, but it also means that bot tower is uncontested and most likely will be taken down by Desperado. Though Momentum Gaming
is rotating, so they might be able to catch them as they retreat. But no, they actually... Yeah, we see that ult coming in. The prison will not land.
And Thresh setting them up.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Chaser trying to get the senses, but he was stopped by that Thresh ultimate. So in total, we still see a pretty close game. I mean, there is a slight lead for Desperado eSports, but it's not that huge. And that is Death Sentence landing, followed by Vayne's ultimate. It's interesting that she actually did not use the contempt. And that's a double kill by Gragas ult. The cocoon landed on the Lux, and even though that she managed to one-shot Vayne there, it was, in the end, it was a 1-4-3 in advantage of Desperados. Damn, what a game. It's... A few seconds ago I was talking about a 1000 gold lead, only 1000 gold lead, now it's 2000. So let's hope 5 minutes in this I will not be talking about 5000 gold lead in advantage of Desperados. But that is so far all the important objectives. I think even though the Desperados managed to take 2 outer turrets on the top and bottom line, I still think that this is equally compensated by that loss of the mid tower, since I actually personally giving more value of that mid tower than those 2 towers on the bot lane and top line. We see that 3 members of Desperate Gaming are trying to chase down the Jace, and in the meantime, Vayne and Thresh are on the bottom of the lane against only Asuka.
Jace knows he can easily defend this turret because he does have his ulti, but the vessel's just too far away from the 3 of them, and he's chasing them anyway, so it's probably going to lead to him dying.
Yeah, that was a really unfortunate right there. That was a nice burst damage coming in from the Vanguard, but he will not be able to save the tower. That will be body slam. He had to flash. And the only good thing right now is that the Javos ult is... That was a lot of damage coming from Gruto's Thunderlord proc that finished off Chaser. Really unfortunate. So right now Gruto actually managed to get away while they prevented the Momentum Gaming responding for that top tower being contested, which result in 2 kills and tower for the Desperados. Well, so far I have to give it to them. They are good Desperados. And here we are, even though I did not want to. That's the 5000 gold lead right there. The Cocoon missed from Elise, did not connect to the Jace Ilaoi. That was an explosive casket from a Jivo.
Flash from the Ilaoi there.
Oh, he was dodging the Gragas ultimate that he threw near to him. So the bind. Ooh, that's nice shutdown, but immediately death sentenced and just Vayne living with
Ilaoi ult coming in. Gets the Mundo down.
Yep, Poison managed to get the Vayne, and so far, even though that's Momentum Gaming is ridiculously low, they managed to get 4 kills against 1. So that sacrifice from Cyanide Acid was well worth with that kill on Vayne, which is at this moment primer damage dealer for the Desperados. It did a lot.
Yeah, now that the Alawi was able to finish her Black Cleaver, she does do a considerable amount of damage.
Yeah, and here goes also the theory that she will go tanky. I mean, Black Cleaver does do 300 hit points, true.
However, even if you build full tank Alawi, you still need at least either a Black Cleaver or a Trinity Force. If you're going for full tank, I'd personally go for Trinity Force. But with how squishy this enemy team is, I also would have just gone Trinity Force instead of Black Cleaver. Because the Black Cleaver isn't truly necessary for the armor.
We see the Spectre Cloak being finished. Spectre's Cloak, sorry. Being finished, so that is a magic resist coming. I mean, someone is really afraid from that magic damage from Elise and Gragas at this moment. Ooh, that was really unfortunate. The Cyanide. I don't know what he was doing there since the.
She was trying to contest the blue buff. I don't think she was in narrow space. It was like almost zero option to dodge under the angle that Thresh was coming from, and she had a vision. She knew that there's 3 people, but a Rengar goes in, a body slammed fly interrupted the combo. So that will be a huge impact in a late game team fights, since they have so much opportunity to interrupt that burst combo from Rengar. So unless he actually managed to flank them or wait with the engage until those CC spells have been actually used, they can pretty much just neutralize him right out of the bat, and there's not much you can do, since he's just glass cannon without that. That was a flash body slam followed by ultimate. Down the enemy team.
The cocoon landed by Cyanide Acid lift. The node switch got swallowed by Unchained. The Ilawi TP went in but was forced to retreat, since no one was actually following in on that engage, and
that TP is a little questionable, as Ilawi is very low on mana right now.
But that was a nice. We saw that the Desperados tried to chain CC Jace, but Thresh that sentence actually moved Jace away from the Elise cocoon, so they could not followed in properly. That's always happy to see when teams manage to neutralize each other's CC, but that Dragon, even though this Momentum wants to contest it, they cannot, since that was just so much damage coming through. And with 2 Ocean Drakes, that's a 16% regen, which is really sick. And especially on champions with like a Mundo that have retarded self-healing on their own.
Yeah, he literally, once he builds the Warmogs, he's gonna walk away from the fight for 3 seconds and then come back in at full health. It's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean that's something that you often see on not only on the Mundo but also on supports like Soraka, because if the good Soraka support manage not get damaged during the team fight, she can still stay on full hit points while spamming that heal on the half-second cooldown that it is by the time she actually is benefiting from the Varmok. But that was a bit off topic. We see some vision being set up around the Baron. It's 25 minutes in, so the Baron is definitely a possible objective right now.
Yeah, but they're just really not letting them go for it because they're pressuring in mid way too hard. They may have them flanked here. Goes in for the flash, the ulti, here it goes, the damage!
Nice, and Chaser was saved by Asaku. That was a really nicely executed. And Jiwoo went down, nothing he could do around that. The Node is trying to chase down Elise, but they will just try to push that mid lane, but Mundo is there protecting it, and they're pretty low, so we will see how that goes. He was did manage to click on the Dark Passage.
Elise just poking them down.
Ooh, that was a nice...
You get the Mundo down, a very nice dodge from Jace on that Thresh hook.
But the...
And they get Elise down as well.
Ooh, and he survives because he was eaten by Asuka on the last moment. That's some pretty sick plays that Asuka
Momentum
is
gaining,
making now.
refusing to go down quietly.
Yes, that's what we like to see, and even better to see the game going. Unfortunately, Blue is resisting. He doesn't want to go down without a fight either. And let's hope that we will see that game number 3. I was actually, to be honest, I was expecting more damage from that Lux ultimate. But she has... What's cooldown? 37 seconds on the thing. I mean, that's... That's not ultimate, that's just a spell that is being thrown around, no matter what. And we see the game bit slowing down a bit, resetting. I think, especially considering, look at the vision around the Baron for Momentum Gaming. There's a 4, now 3 pink red wards, but because one was replaced by Jace, but that's still a lot of vision. That's permanent vision, since they don't need to refresh it until the wards themselves are destroyed. But speaking of which, that will be 1 control ward down in that mid lane bush. But still, the critical vision around the Baron is still there. Plus, all
Looks
the
like
members.
They're gearing up, trying to force this team fight mid here. Alawi gets the E off.
Yeah, but Momentum Gaming is spread out really hard right now. The Chaser was trying to think of some flank there. And in the meantime, Desperados are rotating to the bot lane, and Momentum cannot really follow through their own jungle. They need to rotate back around, which is a longer route, so that is tower secured. And
they're going in for the team fight. Gragas tries to retreat and gets out.
Yeah, that was a really nice cocoon landed on the node that prevented Node from finishing off Jaivu there. So That was nice team play. But still, that is a 5 towers in advance.
They're gonna have to fight here. Ooh, they burst. The burst is real.
Oh my god, that
was a very bold play.
Yep, and that is, kids, what happened when you are trying to engage on a 5-man team and you have no vision whatsoever. So
that's gonna be barren as well for them. They can't contest it.
Yep. With the chaser down, I mean, it would have to be some miracle steal by Asuka if he managed to land his taste, but that will not happen since the entire team of Desperados, they know that they have to body block, so there's no chance for the Asuka actually doing anything significant.
It looks like Asuka might pay for this with his life. Oh, the Lux coming in with the save.
Yeah, Asuka managed to get, but look at that, that's a note. He flashed.
Picking off Lee Sin, that damage.
Oh,
not enough damage, but
was,
thankfully Lux cleans it up for him.
That was, yeah, still don't think it was really worth it, to be honest. Especially since a Bane is still there, and that's a lot of damage.
Still chasing out of him. Rengar flashes for it. Gets body blocked by the Thresh.
I don't understand why would you even do that when the Thresh is body blocking that jump. I mean, that's the same thing you do with the Thresh against games like Leona, and Jace is just melting away under
Jace and Rengar both get picked off. Alawi gets pulled out of position by Thresh's hook.
Yeah, and Mundo leading way. I mean, look at that. He was tanking the tower for so long. Yes, he got taken down, but at what cost? I mean, it was, even though he died, it was totally worth for Desperados to. And that is one brave Thresh right there. Yeah. But as I was saying, that's right now the only option for Chaser to do anything is to flank. He cannot try to go through for a Vayne if either Thresh or Gragas is blocking the way. He cannot do that because blocking the Rengar's jump as a Thresh is just a 101, followed by blocking Leona's E engage. You just want to stand in front of your AD carry and just do the fly, and there's no engage right after that. It's just
looks like Momentum is trying to group mid. Alawi dancing, getting ready for one last stand.
Oh, there's not much he can really do against that Baron empowered minions right there, because that is a lot of damage coming from those minions. But there's actually pings coming down from a Momentum on the mid lane for assist, so we might see. Ooh, that's not.
That was a big chunk of Jace's health taken down,
and Lux just big burst down immediately. Note managed to get down.
Couldn't get that ulti off.
Yeah, but the Aster is just doing a ridiculous amount of damage.
Here trying to damage them. Not quite enough he could have done there.
I think we will see an inhibitor for sure. We will maybe see one on the Nexus tower, maybe. Nope, there's actually a minion wave pushing to the top lane, so they just rotate to top. That will be a top tower going down. That's for sure.
And they can't even contest the inhib because they don't have enough people up yet.
Yeah, those. I don't think this Desperado.
Oh, it looks like Mundo felt like backing off there, so they'll get to save that inhib for now.
Yes. But with the mid lane now pushing the super minions, it's with the pressure they managed to put on the momentum right now. But that's holy moly, that's a retarded damage coming from Jivo, and he'll be able to get away with it.
What are these escapes?
And that's nope, kill secured by Rengar, but that was ultimate burnt by Asuka, by Node.
Twitch gets picked off a bit by Mundo. He's kiting him back against the wall.
Nice, that was awesome. That was
very well done by that.
Really nice Solari there to save Node. He was under 100 hit points when that Solari procced on him. And he managed to lifesteal him, get him some lifesteal from that setup. Just laughing, waiting for his Vayne to come there. That's Elder Drake. To be honest, I don't really know what they are trying to do there right now, since either team cannot really go for the objective. So it's only a matter of what team managed to get that 5-man there first. But
it looks like they're gonna go for it here.
I don't really think that's a good choice there. That was... Oh, and...
Is the Elder gonna kill Alawi?
That was a nice play from Asuka. Jace looks like will pay for it with his life, even though that he was trying to lifesteal. But that was a Vayne down, so that was a huge chunk of Desperado's damage. Unfortunately, there's a super minion. There's a super minions pushing down on the Nexus towers, so that is 180 true damage on each auto attack right now on every living member of Desperados. That's just huge, especially with the Chaser and Cyanide and Node's hit points barely over 1400 hit points. That's just on top of the burst damage that Desperados already had. This is just something that they need to wait out. They cannot engage or get engaged right now while that buff is.
Especially with a 14k gold lead.
Yeah. The only good thing, I guess, about it is that Vayne doesn't have the buff, but that is just a small silver lining on the situation right now. And both teams are...
Elise pushing top while Momentum Gaming tries to push bot out a bit, trying to find a good position.
Well, the Cyanide Acid actually went for defending there, and he can successfully defend it. But that's another engage from Chaser right into the middle of the Gragas and trash.
At this point, we have to think if Lux can really beat Elise, even if trying to defend that inhibitor.
I think she has.
Alawi goes for the ulti. Lots and lots of damage, but unfortunately gets hooked and dies.
Yeah, not only that, but especially he focused one of the tanks while Vayne was just sitting there doing damage like nothing's going on. And that is a Node being just burned down. He cannot 1v1 be as low anymore. That is a team ace, and that will be a game. I actually don't know why Salt is actually trying to kill that hip, to be honest. I mean, look at that. Chivo had 200, below 200 hit points. And just that body slam gave him enough time to survive that engage from the Rengar. So, well, here it goes, fellas. Congratulations to the Desperado eSports. They won the series 2-0 against the Momentum Gaming. Unfortunately, our unlucky series of losses against the outside skirmishes is continuing. Very unfortunate. Otherwise, I would throw out there that there's a link under the Twitch channel that's like you could try to join our community if you want to check it out. But after this, I don't think like anyone will be in the mood for that. So here goes that plan out of the window. I'm really glad that we managed to entertain you guys throughout these 2 games, and just out of curiosity, if you guys still want to see, I'm bringing up right now the details for that last game, so we can just look at the damage and all the goodies that are there.
Yeah, I'm rather surprised that the Alawi only did 132k total damage during that game.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
then
but
again,
look at the damage done by Gragas. Oh,
that is
my
nuts.
god, that is especially the damage into champions. He outdamaged all the AD carries, and for that matter, he even outdamaged Vayne and Mundo combined on that team.
And they tried to say Gragas is a tank.
Well, he did pay it with his life for some of those kills, but it was, in the end, it was worth for him to keep shutting down the Lux, not keeping her away from those team fights, so she cannot bind and ult the Vayne. Even though Gragas did a lot of damage, I would not be surprised if that damage was mainly on the squishy targets, and the Vayne was important against the... Well, there's not really a tank, so, well, rip that theory. But still, congratulations to the Desperado eSports. And I hope, guys, seeing you tomorrow when at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be the Fabulous 5 will have a rematch against Damage Incorporated. And so far, that scrim-wise, the Damage Incorporated won the first game, so we will see now the rematch with how Fabulous 5 is going to improve on their play from that last best of 3, and we will see if they will be able to equalize that long-term score that is right now between the Momentum Gaming's Fabulous 5 and the Damage Incorporated. So for you guys, again, that is tomorrow 7 p.m. EST, and I'm glad that I was able to host for you guys. So that is me, MG Voodoo, signing off with your favorite MG Rat as well. And notice that every co-shoutcaster that I have here is I always mention him as your favorite, so you know that you now know who's your favorite. So thank you very much for watching, guys. The video was recorded, so if you want to jump into the Twitch channel, go to the videos, you can play the both games from beginning again, watch some moments that you really liked. There might be a highlights video coming for our YouTube channel. I'm not sure yet about that. It depends how much time I will have. But other than that, thank you very much for watching and have a good night.